Hey, 7th graders. So you have 3 options today for your assignment. Today's obviously STEAM Wednesday, so I wanted to throw a little something that was Christmas related, but it also ties into genetics and can be something kind of fun for you guys. But I also wanted to kind of give you guys a little Christmas gift and offer this up as extra credit. So your first option today is missing work. Okay. Last Monday, we started the new genetics or traits and reproduction unit. If you guys have anything missing from last week or Monday and Tuesday so far, that is your first priority. Okay. If that takes you guys all 50 minutes or whatever is designated to you guys today, then so be it. That is what you do in class. Okay. Your second option is to obviously do this Gingerbread Genetics extra credit STEAM activity. It's one that I normally do in class, but since I can't really serve up gingerbread cookies to you guys with COVID, we're going to kind of do a modified version here. So that's your second option, but again, that's only if you guys have no missing work and everything is turned in so far for this unit. Okay. Your third option is if you guys want extra time to spare and you do have missing work, but you really want that extra credit, you guys can take whatever time you guys need to finish up any missing work, turn that in, and then go in and do this activity. So I'm just going to go through this activity really quick with you guys. So the main thing that you guys need for this activity is a coin or quarter of some sort. It doesn't have to be a quarter. It could be a penny, whatever. Okay. This will be flipped twice. Okay. So we'll talk about that here in a second. If you go to the next slide of this activity, you guys will see the directions. So like I said, you guys will need a quarter or a coin or a penny or a dime or whatever you guys want to flip. Okay. You will, for each trait, so you guys are going to have all these traits to design or decorate your gingerbread cookie. So for each trait, you guys will flip your coin twice. The first time you coin flip it, that's going to represent what the mom passed down. Okay. The second time you flip it, that's going to represent what the dad passed down. So you guys will flip it twice for each trait. Okay. The first trait that you guys need to determine before you can really move forward and start decorating your cookie is whether it's a gingerbread lady or a gingerbread fella. Okay, so you guys will need to flip your coin twice. Again, the first is going to represent what your mom passes down, and the second will represent what dad passes down. So my first flip was a heads. I'm going to flip it again. And my second flip was a heads. That means if you look in this key right here, heads plus heads is going to be a gingerbread lady. So if I were doing this, I would be designing a gingerbread lady. I would go to slide 5. So slide 5 is my gingerbread lady. I won't be doing a gingerbread man, so I won't be doing anything on this activity, okay, around slide 4. Okay, so if you guys happen to get tails plus tails, go ahead and do your reflips over again until you either get heads plus heads or heads plus tails. I did that to represent kind of how our sex chromosomes work for genetics. If you're a female, you have an X chromosome that mom gave you and dad gave you an X chromosome as well. So that would be similar to heads plus heads. Okay. However, if you are male, you guys got an X from your mom and a Y from your dad. Okay. So that's why the heads plus tails, but there is no YY. Okay. So I kind of got rid of the tails on that one. So again, if you guys got tails plus tails, just do your reflips over until you get either heads plus heads and get a lady, or heads plus tails until you get a fellow. Biggest thing on this, though, is be honest. Have some fun with it. Don't manipulate it how you guys want the traits to turn out, okay? Because that's not how genetics works, okay? We don't get to choose those things, okay? So if you go ahead and move to slide 3, it shows you guys all the traits you'll be looking at, okay? So here's the combination of heads plus tails, or in this case, tails plus tails. You guys can see gender, not for gender, do a reflip. Okay, so your traits you'll be looking at is gender, skin color. So your gingerbread will either be silver or gold. Eye color, either blue or white. Buttons, so if you have buttons down your gingerbread man, you'll have either green or red. Clothing, so your gingerbread's going to have some kind of clothing, so they'll either be polka dots or stripes. Mouth color will be red or green. Mouth shape will be a smile or an O. Okay. Sweet treat in the hand, you guys will see it's either going to be holding a candy cane or a gingerbread cookie. And then in which hand? So that would be the gingerbread's hand, either the right or the left. Okay, and then holding a teddy bear in the opposite hand. So if you spin the coin and it gives you guys, all right, you're going to hold a candy cane in the right hand, then that means whatever's left, which would be the left hand, would be holding a teddy bear. And the teddy bear would either be green or red. Okay, we're going to do it this way. Green, green, or red. Okay. Then you guys will actually go through and say, all right, I flipped my coin first. I'm going to go up to my draw feature. I'm going to choose my highlighter, and I'm going to go through and kind of indicate all the traits that I got. So you guys can kind of go through and do this all first and say, all right, my first one was a female. Then I'm going to flip it again twice. Once to see what mom passed down, I got a tails. And again, for dad, I got 2 tails on that one. So I was a gold skin color on that. Okay, then same thing for eye color. I'd flip it once for mom, tails. Once for dad, also tails. So I would be a white eye color. Okay, and then once you guys have all of those done, you guys can go in and say, all right, I didn't do the gingerbread man because I got a lady, so I'm going to go to slide 5. Or if you guys got a gentleman, you guys can go to slide 4. And then this is going to be where I decorate. So I can go to marker, and then I can choose different colors. So I can change the thickness of my marker. In this case, I got gold, so I'm going to kind of color my guy in gold. I can kind of just do an outline if you guys want. That pen doesn't really get too thick. You guys can use the highlighter if you want. I can increase the thickness on that. So however you guys choose to color your guy in is up to you. It doesn't have to be perfect. You guys aren't getting graded on your artistic skill because a lot of you guys are probably working with no mouse and you're on your touch screen, or excuse me, your little touchpad on your computer, whatever it's called. So at any rate, you guys would go ahead and decorate your cookie. If you guys are like, oh, I'm way too much of a perfectionist to slop up a job on the computer, you guys have another option, okay? You guys, if you wanted, could grab a piece of clean white paper, draw out either your gingerbread man outline or your gingerbread woman outline, and then color everything on there. If you really want to get fancy, you guys could decorate up a cookie like this, okay? But if you choose to do that option, okay, you guys would obviously do it on a clean piece of paper. You would take a picture and you would post it to Padlet. That's totally an option, but I kind of want to know where I'm going to find it. So you guys would go on your picture here in this PowerPoint and say, posted to Padlet, okay? So 2 options to turn in this assignment. You guys can either complete it by coloring it in here like I started to do, or you guys could color on a piece of paper, take a picture, post it to Padlet, and write posted to Padlet on your correct gingerbread man or woman. Remember, you guys can use your eraser. And also the final feature I kind of included for you guys is these little pictures over here. So if I'm on my cursor, make sure you guys click back to your cursor. I can click and drag. Oh, there's my little candy cane. Oh, there's my little gingerbread. Whatever the case is, you guys can click and drag those pictures to where you need them to be. So you guys don't have to worry about drawing a gingerbread man with your guys' thing. Okay, so that might be what it all looks like for you guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know, but it should be pretty simple. And then you guys will turn that in again. If you have no missing work, I'll give you guys extra credit for that. But if you guys waste your time doing this and I go in and you guys have like 1 or 2 missing assignments, I'm just going to ignore the fact that you guys did this. Okay, so make sure you guys get your missing work done first. If you need to, send me a message, let me know. And that way I can feel unhesitating about giving you guys your extra credit. So let me know if you have questions. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Christmas prelude week. So I will talk to you soon.